A lot of you who came out of Christianity may have remembered experiences while you were there, but also as you run into friends and family that are still there, they're going to be like, well, no, it's about love now, not the law. Of course, they may say it's about grace, not the law, and whatever they're going to say, but, oh, no, we just have to love him. Okay, how? Oh, with all our hearts. Okay, what's that look like? And so that's why we're doing this teaching. We want to make sure that we all understand what that looks like. We're told, oh, what kind of great love does the nation of Israel have to have such an Elohim that would give them such great laws and take care of all of their needs? Well, that's part of the covenant. The covenant is like a marriage. We talk about that all the time. There's the idea that the covenant was like a marriage covenant. And we're looking forward to a renewing of covenant, which we also metaphorically picture as a wedding or a marriage ceremony. Generally speaking, when we think of people getting married, we think of what? They're in love with each other. I mean, that's part of the understanding. They want to get married to each other because they love each other. Of course, a lot of marriages have problems. You know why? They have no idea how to express that love. He laid out that covenanting, that love, that relationship, that marriage is based on our agreement voluntarily. And if you've done the mikveh with the 8 declarations, you know that in each declaration it says, of my own free will, I have chosen to do, and whatever the next thing is. In other words, you were not coerced. You didn't have your arm twisted. You weren't bribed. You made a choice of your own free will to enter into a relationship. And in that relationship is nothing but love. If the word sin is brought into it, then there is no sin without the law. Not the way Christianity says it, so now if we get rid of the law, there's no sin. Without the law, whatever you do is whatever you do. You have no idea if it's sin or not. In the context of the law, you know that it's sin. What is sin? Transgression of the law. What is it really, though? It's taking what was intended and doing with it something that was not intended. So therefore, sin keeps you from the transformation process correctly. Our relationship was based on love. Love, according to the way I've taught you in the Word, is expressed through obedience, submission, and trust. This is why I pick on the church system so much, because the church system hampers and totally handicaps everybody in it from being able to express love, because they tell you the only way they tell you that the thing that expresses love has been done away with. I mean, that's the way to express love is through the Torah. And they said, oh, no, the law was done away with, nailed to the cross. And now you're in trouble. I want you to come work for me. I'm going to pay you $40,000 a year, but you don't have to show up because somebody else is going to do it for you. You just stay home and do whatever you want. You're all laughing because you realize how ridiculous that sounds. But isn't that exactly what we're being told when we're in the churches? He's going to just do it all for you. Don't even think about it. Don't even worry about it. Matter of fact, if you make any effort, how dare you make an effort to do any of this stuff, now you are making a mockery of his death, burial, and resurrection. No. My being has wept from grief. Strengthen me according to your word. So even with all of that, he's still feeling grief. Why? He's still in the world. We are still in the below. We're still in the flesh. We're not in the above. We're not in that realm where things are all being done correctly. And by the way, we've said this often, so in case I don't want to confuse anybody, the world we live in, as we get to Revelation 21, where there's a new heaven and a new earth, the above comes down to the below and forms that all-in-one space now. We all know in Isaiah and other places when it talks about end-time things, okay, what does it tell us? That the law will go forth from Zion and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. That's end-time stuff. So the law was done away with. Well, let's see. There was the law, then it was done away with, and then there's going to be the law again. You're all laughing because you realize how absurd that sounds. Now, we are not mocking Christians. It only sounds absurd to you because your eyes are open. Keeping the law sounded absurd to you when you were not keeping it because your eyes were closed. It's like the person that says to me, well, I still go to that Sunday church because I'm there, otherwise there's no witness for them and I'm there to help them. Really? You're there to help them come out of there. 20 years plus, I've never seen it happen. What I have seen happen is the continual influence of them on you, not you on them. Because the person who says to me, well, I'm there to witness, really? If that were true, they'd have thrown you out. So you're lying, mostly to yourself. See, just be careful with that idea of I answer my reprover. That doesn't mean he had an answer for every scriptural argument, and neither do you need to have. You need to be able to look mom, dad, sister, brother, coworker, friend, whatever, in the eye, husband or wife, whatever it is, and say, hey, I get it. It's okay. We're on a different path right now. You've got your walk, I've got mine. Wish we were on the same page. But I need you to respect that this is the page I'm on. And I do respect that that's the page you're on. It'd be nice if we're on the same page.